Well, I'm gonna try to make a go up that.
Alright. The only thing is like if I don't make it up that hill, like you going in first gear or second?
Huh? Heading south out of Lake Tahoe, we took Highway 50 to a little place called Strawberry. We then found an old forest road and headed north, only 2 hours in to be turned around by a construction zone. So we went around it and tried to keep going north, eventually slivering into a dead end.
That doesn't look like anything, though.
No. I just wanted to climb it just for the giggles of it. That sucks. We're close to that road.
Yeah.
But
I saw all those like shell casing and stuff. I thought maybe someone had to come this way to drive down there. I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a road.
yeah.
Unless they just
Eventually coming to a dead end where there's nowhere to go except for back. All the way back to Highway 50. Well, at least the scenery was good, and possibly if we were on smaller bikes, we could have maybe went further, but it is what it is. As adventurous, sometimes we're going to take trails that lead us to nowhere. And to get a little philosophical, sometimes in life we do things where it leads us to nowhere. We put in the hours, the hard work, and go along, and ultimately have to turn around and backtrack. So we found this little sandwich shop off of Highway 50 and licked our wounds. Probably the most annoying thing about doing these rides or riding in general is spending 2 hours going down certain roads, connecting to certain trails, deep into, and then ultimately having to turn around and then come all the way back to where you started. We tried numerous things to get around. You're not going to believe this, but a construction site repaving a road back deep into the forest, and the bitterness has settled in definitely on me and Hacienda Gabe. So we've totally just canceled going a certain direction in the High Sierras up here near Tahoe, and we're going to go a different direction and more pavement because we spent all morning trying to get to a certain area and had to turn around. So the complaining and bitterness wore off quickly as we found Wright's Lake not far from where we were. The little lakes that surround Lake Tahoe are everywhere, and they're beautiful. I'll tell you one thing, the peace and quiet up in these mountains is something to appreciate.
you get the dog?
Right here?
Okay, let me get a towel.
Oh, yeah, get me one too, buddy. We found this little quaint hotel in Tahoe City, and they had a hot tub. And Hacienda Gabe loves hot tubs. Right above the lake. You give us time. That's a real bummer that we.
I think it would have got good once we got farther back in there.
Past the construction.
Yeah. Maybe not a lot of dirt, but at least.
Well, at least we ended this day on a good note. The next day, we had some riding to do. We were loving the long-range capabilities of the BMWs. I mean, again, I used to talk smack on them, but I was really getting to feel like I was at home with them.
Want this thing spinning out.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to make a go up that. Yeah, I'll just judge on how I do, and then.
You going in first gear or second?
Huh?
Oh my gosh!
We were putting these bikes to the test, and they were passing.
This is a little gnarly.
When you went off that jump, it's like halfway off. Hey, when I got to the top, I'm all, Gabe better have his A game.
I was waiting for you to come like.
We eventually ran into this paved road north of Tahoe that I don't know, it seemed like we were on this road for 45 minutes and didn't see one vehicle. You could spend an entire day going around Lake Tahoe. With all the towns, sights, scenes, it would literally take you a full day. You could probably even do it in a couple days. But again, the visuals and the scenery is just stunning. And I just couldn't get enough of how clear the water was. It was time to head back to Sierra BMW and drop the bikes off. But before we did that, there was a little place in Reno I wanted to take Hacienda Gabe. CC's Coffee is a little coffee joint for motorcyclists. Their first location is in Portland, Oregon. But in the last year or two, they opened this one in downtown Reno. So I wanted to check it out. The coffee's amazing and they got little art pieces spread throughout the building. As I sat in my hotel room waiting for my flight, I just thought on how much more is out there in the Reno, Lake Tahoe area. There's just so much we didn't even cover. I'll be back for sure.
The current local time is now 9 a.m.
You just go like, oh,
Is there something we missed up here in Lake Tahoe or Reno? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're new to this channel, here's some other videos that you might dig. And again, I want to thank everybody for supporting the High Sierra Diaries. We'll see you on the next ride.